Okay, and today you guys are 7th grade theater students, okay? So, for the next 10 minutes at least. Okay, so, who can tell me what GOAT stands for? Is that how you spell GOAT? No. Okay, so this is an acronym for a theater concept. Okay, so, who can guess?
Goal.
What was it?
Goal.
Oh, that was it? Okay. Goal.
Oriented.
No. Okay, so you guys got the first one. So the G stands for goal. And so that's pretty much just an objective. So it's also known as the objective. So what does your character want from the scene or play? So I want to, and then you enter a verb. Pretty self-explanatory. Okay? And so then in every good play or scene or whatever, you have a conflict. Okay, because no one wants to see happy rainbows all the time. Like there has to be, one conflict, right? So you're going to have an obstacle, right? So an obstacle, what's an obstacle? It's something that is getting the character from achieving their goal, okay? Okay, and then to get your goal, you have to go through, use tactics. So tactics are what we use to get what we want, right? So strong acting verbs. So you want to get through the other person, the other. We use the other a lot in theater, so there's always another. And then you have expectations, okay? So G-O-T-E. E stands for expectations, and that's what our expectations from achieving our goals. So after we get our goals, what is our expectation? So an example, quick example. I am, 6 years old, and I want a cookie from the cookie jar. But I'm too little, I'm too short to get the cookie, right? So that's my goal. My goal is to get the cookie, right? And so what are my obstacles? I'm too little, I'm too short. Or my parents won't let me eat the cookie. That could be an obstacle as well. So what are my tactics? I could get a ladder and I could, get my cookie. Or I could persuade my dad and make puppy dog eyes, and that would be a tactic as well. So what's my expectation? To eat the cookie and have really chubby cheeks because I eat cookies all the time. So,
all right. So real quick, this may or may not work, but if we was in a theater room, of course we would have an open stage, but we're going to try this anyway. So everyone stand up, please. Push in your chairs actually when you're done, because we're going to be walking around. This is a way in theater we do just to get kids up and moving and to get students to work with people that they normally don't work with. And so, get to know each other, stuff like that. So everyone just start moving around. Just move around. Walk, 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 walk. Faster, faster. Build.
What does that mean?
Okay, yeah, real quick. 4 people. Grab 4 people. 4 people. 4 All right, now sit at one of these tables I just laid a piece of paper on. It's one here, here, and here.
You can go ahead and sit there.
Okay, and you'll need a pencil. Alright, everyone got a pencil? So, this is a scenario, okay? And what you guys are going to do, on the table, you guys have a GOAT sheet. And so, with Intro to Theater, we want students to really just to get more into their character, okay? You want to make the character believable. And so with doing that, we do GOAT sheets a lot so we can understand the character, know the character's thoughts, feelings, actions, and stuff like that. So in this scenario, it's a male teacher. He wants to get into his car in a hurry, but there's a female teacher standing outside his car, and she won't let him in. So on you guys' GOAT sheet, you guys have to come up with a scenario. You can do. Actually, okay, what we're going to do is, these 3 tables, you guys are the teacher, okay? So you have to come up with a scenario as to why the teacher wants to get in his car in a hurry, okay? And why is the student, standing outside his car. You guys are the students, these 3 tables. You guys are the students, so you have to come up with the, scenario as to why that student is standing outside of the teacher's car.
So what is stereo out of the car?
You guys, so what's basically, for you guys 3, is what's the goal of the teacher? example, what ways could be, the obstacles to moving and stuff like that, and what's the expectation.
So the teacher wants to get into the part. So the obstacle
You have about 2 minutes to work on this.
Why does he want to get in this car?
What? We actually have a scenario to it, so we'll tell you guys after we hear some of your ideas. Alright guys, we're gonna bring it together real quick. You guys can finish wrapping up, finish up the writing. Does a group from the teacher side want to share what they have about the teacher? Yes. Okay.
Our teacher's name is Mr. Bilson, and he is 87 years old. His marital status is really recently widowed. He's got a double doctorate, and he's real rich. He wants to get in his car because his wife is dying, and he's trying to say his last words and or save her. The obstacle is the student, and he's just trying to give her some food and like persuade her.
Alright, so what are the tactics? Persuasion. Awesome. Agree. Okay, do one of these 3 tables want to share from the student's point of view? Over here, can you volunteer?
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay.
Okay, so we named our character Tanya, and she's a sophomore in high school, and she's from a family that has a low economic status, and her parents are alcoholics, and she wants to talk to her teacher because she has problems at home and needs someone to talk to.
Okay, very good. Okay, the actual scenario was the teacher who needs to leave the school immediately. He has just gotten word that his wife had gone into labor and he wants to get to the hospital as fast as possible. Student 2 is standing in front of his car. She could not let him in his car because she knows that if he drives away, his car will explode. Her boyfriend, who received a failing grade from the teacher, rigged his car with explosive. She feels extremely guilty and does not want the teacher to get into the car. So that was the scenario, the actual scenario. Yeah, it was a little intense, but you guys get it. So
one of the reasons that we had you guys not know the entire scenario is because in acting sometimes you won't know, like the play won't tell you everything about the character's life, and you just have to get your mindset and what do you think about the character. So you read the entire play and you're like, okay, like you guys talked about how she was from low SBS, that could very well be possible. So you just really have to get whatever you can out of the character, so put yourself in the character's perspective.